I was watching a YouTube video from one of my YouTube mentors, Mark Denney. He doesn't even know he's a mentor, but he is, so thank you, Mark. I love your channel. In one of his latest videos, he talks about color grading using color calibration and the color mixer. He uses Lightroom Classic. I edit in Lightroom CC or Lightroom Mobile or just the regular version of Lightroom, whatever you want to call it. And I, for the life of me, could not find a color calibration tool. But I found it and I want to share it with you. So let's dive into a photo and talk through this. So in Mark's example, watch his video. I'm going to link it below, but definitely go watch his video. Really good stuff. Subscribe to his channel. You'll be glad you did. Here is a similar photograph. This is in San Diego County, and here's what I want to show you. So if we look, this is regular Lightroom, and we have our regular sections here. We have our light that we can open and close. We have our color that we can open and close, effects, detail, optics, all of regular stuff. So if we open them, light, we open up color, we have our color mixer here, which is great, but I could not find a color calibration. And I know it's in Lightroom Classic, and I've used it in Lightroom Classic, but it just hadn't occurred to me that I hadn't used it in regular Lightroom. Well, I did some research, and this is really gonna help you, because if you go to these three dots right here and just click on these three dots, and then watch this, show color calibration. Just like that, you have your color calibration just like in Lightroom Classic for your red primary, green primary, and blue primary. And I don't want to completely copy his video here, but what he did is, with a similar woodland scene, is go into color calibration first and then just kind of move your sliders back and forth between saturated and not saturated on your different color channels here. So you can take your red and completely unsaturate it, or just completely saturate it, and just see what that adjustment to red does in your image. Same with greens, and same with blues. So in this example, we can up the saturation of the blues a little bit. I'd probably maybe increase the saturation of the greens just a little bit. Reds doesn't make such a big difference, but I might even increase that a little bit. And that can look a little over-processed. But as Mark said in his video, if we go down or up, wherever the case may be, to our color mixer, and then take all of the individual colors and drop the saturation on all of them. So I'm just gonna do that here. Just gonna take the saturation out of every one of these colors so that we have a black and white photograph. So now we have our black and white photo, and then start adding that saturation back in one by one. So if we take our reds, you can see that it just doesn't make a difference. So that lever is gonna stay down. Oranges, tiny little difference. You can see some glow on the rocks and that sort of thing. So I'll bring that up just a little bit. Yellows, there's gonna be a lot of yellow in here. So if we bring that yellow up, now we start to see some color coming back, and we can completely oversaturate it, which looks dumb, or we can move it down just, somewhere around here. And then do the same with the greens. There's gonna be a lot of green in here. So let's pull up the green saturation to, what do you think? Right around here. Blue is gonna be just mostly in that little tiny sky section above. Actually, it doesn't even show, because that's not blue. I have a hard time seeing color, so sometimes I think that's blue and it's not. I guess that's more of an aqua. So we're just gonna leave that completely down, and then we'll select this one, which appears to be blue, and bring that saturation up, and then we'll see it show up in the sky there, and we don't wanna overdo that. And then these two, which purples and pinks, I think, not much of a difference. So I'm just gonna leave that one down. I'm gonna leave the pinks or purples, whatever that is, I'm gonna leave that down. And from here, we can go in and play with the luminance a little bit. Luminance is how bright those colors show up. So we can take our yellow luminance and pull it down or bring it up, just kind of depending on the look that you're going for. In this case, it might look good to keep it, maybe down just a little bit. We also have control over our hues. So we can take our yellows and move them more toward the greens if we want. If we want to give it a nice summery look, we can move it down toward the reds and oranges if we want to give it more of an autumn type look. This was taken in the springtime, so I think I'll stay true to that. And then same with the greens. We can play with our luminance range and just give it a little bit more of a glow, which I think looks really nice. And adjust our saturation again a little bit. And then we have adjustment of our hues. We can pull our hues down back toward the yellows again, or then move it back up toward the aquas. So maybe if we just pull it right around here, and there we have some really cool ways to adjust our colors through color calibration and color mixer. And that's even before we get into midtones or the regular light, which I've already done a little bit here. But really cool way to just really fine tune those colors. And I just wanted to get on here and share really quickly on how to add that color calibration section into Lightroom regular version of Lightroom, because it's super helpful, and I didn't realize that I had the capability to add that, and I thought you might be interested in that too. So thanks again, Mark Denney, for your video. Truly helpful. And thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to Mark, subscribe to me. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.